Gerry Hamilton here of On Texas Football at North Crowley with Jonathan Cunningham, Texas commitment. Jonathan, we hadn't had a chance to sit down and talk to you since you committed to Texas. Kind of go back through that decision and why was it Texas?
I chose Texas because when I went on my OV and I was talking to some of the players, it was like, if you feel like if you know you the best, come play with the best. So I really chose Texas.
So talk about the relationship with Johnny Nansen, right? Because he got to Texas in January, around December, January. So talk about how you built the relationship with Coach Nansen and kind of what he's told you he likes about your game.
I'll be talking to him every other day, and he talking about especially when I went down there, he was showing me ways I could be versatile in their defense. I could play multiple positions. And then he was like, when I put on their weight, just all go flow together.
So your host was Ty Anthony Smith, and I've said this before on Texas Football. I don't know if you've heard me say this. You and him are built very similar at the same age. Now, Ty Anthony's gained like 20 pounds since he's been there. But did that kind of help you relate, kind of talking to Ty Anthony about Texas? Y'all are similar frame guys. He plays more inside than you do. But did that help to kind of talking to him about that when he hosted you?
Yes, sir.
What did he tell you about the strength and conditioning program? Kind of what did he tell you?
He was like, when he got there, he said he looked just like me, and he was like, when they started eating, he started getting that weight room.
Yeah. What did he tell you about the Texas experience so far?
He was like, I gotta go back. Hold on. He was like, it's really a big family. Like they're gonna make sure they take care of you.
Yeah. And what is Coach Nate? Have they gotten the specific positions at the linebacker spot with you, or are they gonna kind of figure it out when you get there?
I think the linebacker, but they're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah.
They're too versatile just to play one position.
And so I saw we just got out of athletic period at North Crowley here. Y'all did a little walkthrough before scrimmage. Tell everybody what position you're playing in the defense this year, and for the Texas fans that come out to North Crowley, where are they going to see you lining up? Kind of what are you going to be doing this year at North Crowley?
This year in our main defense, I'm playing outside linebacker. Then we're gonna go to three front. I'm playing some middle safety.
Okay.
And some outside linebacker.
So, what do you think are the most important keys to being a really good linebacker long term for you?
Really staying focused. You gotta be a leader. You gotta be in. You gotta have that dog in you, and you gotta really know how to talk to people. You gotta understand the defense. Know what everybody doing.
And so you're playing for a team that's ranked top 5 in the state, right? Y'all made a run to the state semis last year. Do you feel like this is more of a leadership role for you as a senior, and kind of how excited are you for that? Because I saw you were pretty vocal out there on the practice field even before y'all started doing walkthrough.
Yes, sir. Oh, wait, say it again.
So what is it about being a leader this year? You're moving into more of a leadership role. What excites you about that?
Really, it's my team, so it's all on me. I'm the heart of the defense, so.
So there's a similarity at North Crowley and what Sark's done at Texas. When Coach Gates got here, y'all were pretty good. Mm-hmm. Y'all hadn't reached state semifinal in a long time, right? So y'all have seen that growth. You've seen that growth, and you've seen that growth out of Texas. Do you see a similarity there? And what's that growth been like here for you?
Hold on, that was a little much. Say it again.
Well, so the growth here at North Crowley, what's that been like for you, and how do you kind of see a similarity with Sark's growth at Texas with the Texas team?
I probably really say stay down, trust the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So is that what Coach Gates, is that kind of his message? It's all process?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yeah, trust the process, stick together.
So when it came down to your decision, it came down to Texas, Utah, TCU? Yeah. Is that correct? How close was it? When did you actually know?
I'll probably say I knew probably a week after my Texas visit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
then you just took some time to make sure that was the right decision?
I had to still think about it a little bit.
What was Steve Sarkisian's message to you on your visit and when the discussions you've had with him?
He was just like, if you're the best, come play with the best. That was really the message from him off. Really.
Yeah, that was the message.
Yes, sir.
What put Texas over the top?
I mean, I feel I'm the best of the best, so if I'm gonna play with the best.
And so for people that don't know, kind of talk about your family tree in football, because you had an older brother that played college football, and so kind of talk about that family tree. Who's played college football?
Really, he really the first one to really do it for real and college, play football and graduate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What is he playing professionally, or is he giving it a shot?
He giving it a shot. He just came back from the XFL training camp.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he just really waiting to hear back.
So what do you, for the people that haven't seen you, 6'2", 6'2.5", is that accurate?
Yes,
what are you weighing right now?
Like 190, 195.
Okay.
Between, yeah.
And this North Crowley team, obviously the goal is state championship, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think you guys have to do to reach that goal?
But everybody got to buy in, stay focused, stay locked in.
Yeah. And when you watched Texas last year, what impressed you about the Longhorns?
They linebackers, like how they all play different positions, not just in the box, on the edge, or outside on the field, to the field, like nickel or something like that.
Did it matter that Texas was moving into SEC? Did that have an impact on your decision?
No.
Because you were considering Big 12 schools outside of that, right? And what do you think, like, what is your, last question, what's your ultimate goal in football?
Make it to the next level.
NFL?
My family. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And what do you think you have to do to maximize your talent? What do you think you have to do to get there and live the dream?
Put the work in, stay focused, no distractions.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have like a weight and a goal for yourself in college? I mean, what are you thinking, 225, 230? Do you think you have to get to somewhere physically?
I know I need to gain some weight.
Yeah.
But I don't know where I need to be at, but I at least want to be at least 210, 215.
Do you stay in contact with Ty Anthony at all? Y'all talk?
Yes, sir, on Instagram.
Okay. All right. Do you talk to any other Texas players?
Jordan Rubel, yeah.
Oh, Jordan Johnson Rubel, because he's from the area, right?
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah.
That's your guy?
Yeah.
Well, have you asked him about Texas?
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
Yeah, he told me I was asking everybody when I was down there. They was all saying the same thing. If you feel like you the best, come play. I mean, he was banging like they gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
I asked him because like we like family, so he ain't go sugarcoat nothing.
Right. All right, that is Jonathan Cunningham, North Crowley linebacker, 4-star linebacker, University of Texas commit. Thanks for joining On Texas Football.
Hook 'em.
All right, On Texas Football here with one of the top offensive linemen in the country in 2026. That's John Turntine, big-time left tackle for North Crowley, headed into year 2 starting on varsity?
Yeah, yes, sir, year 2.
Year 2 starting on varsity. Where do you think you've improved most? I mean, I know you probably look back at some of the sophomore year tape. Where do you think you've improved most heading into your junior season?
Yes, sir. I think I improved the most in my speed ability and getting, like, firing off the ball. You know, last year I was, like, still getting used to football, and I was just big, like a big kid. I was, like, still had, like, baby weight, and not as strong as I am now. So I think definitely, like, being able to move, I move way better, way faster now. Getting off the ball quick. And I was highlighting that, like, during the off season, trying to get better at my speed and getting, like, in shape.
So you talked about that last year. So what was the biggest transition you had to make in your first year starting on varsity?
Yes, sir. The biggest transition I had to make, like to this year from last year, or like from last year?
In your first year.
First year?
Yeah.
Okay, the biggest thing I had to make last year, I think, was adjusting to, like, my really getting over a mental barrier last year was, I think, a struggle for me, because I was just nervous, because this was new, like, being on VAR, a sophomore starting. That was, like, a big step for me, so I just was getting over a mental barrier. But as the season played out, I was getting confident, stronger, and more mentally confident. I mean, strong. So.
If we turn on your huddle tape right now and we watch it, what are your strengths as a player?
Yes, sir. My strengths as a player, I think definitely my speed. I don't think no O-lineman is as fast as I am. Probably a couple, but I'm up there. My speed, my power, definitely that. The way I get off the ball, don't see that a lot. I think my athletic ability and my speed, that's a big thing for me that I highlight, because, you know, I know I'm not the strongest O-lineman out there, or I don't get pancakes every play, put it on someone in the back, but I'm gonna play hard and fast, and I ain't gonna give up.
So obviously your father is a really good defensive lineman in college. Do y'all work? Has he worked with you at all, or is he more hands off? Have y'all worked on some hand placement stuff, how to play with your hands? Has he done some of the teaching process with you, or has he pretty much been hands off and kind of let you kind of develop at your own pace?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have before, but not like a whole bunch of time or too much. He really is like hands off and just let my coaches do them and just encourage me, keep being my dad, and just keep being the best parent he know how to be like to me. So he just sits back and, you know, be in the stands cheering and let the coaches do their thing.
Yeah, for sure. What you mentioned earlier that was interesting was not only were you a sophomore left tackle last year with a quarterback committed to a Power 4 school, but you were on a state-ranked team that had one of the best seasons in a long time at North Crowley. So going into this year, I mean, look, what's interesting is y'all had a tremendous season last year, but only one team ends celebrating, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So how has that kind of pushed you guys headed into this year?
Yes, sir. That's pushed me the most this year. You know, being there last year, we couldn't get the job done, unfortunately. But it puts you in that place where like you look and you see like all the opportunities that you missed and like what you didn't do that. What I didn't do that season, and I'm just like, dang. So like this year I did it different. I did everything I could to be better and like put in the work I can to be better. So I think like last year, that last year losing and stuff, that just made me hungry, and as a team us hungry, because like we got there but we didn't get the job done, and like we got embarrassed. So like that now we just gotta go back in.
So since you brought that up, I don't have to bring it up. That's a good place for me. Woo!
Yes,
all right.
Sir.
So you went up against Colin Simmons last
sir.
year. What did you think like his strengths were, and what kind of impressed you about him?
Yes, sir. Definitely last year, their whole team as a D-line, that was like the strongest D-line we ever been against. I give them their props. You know, we was working the whole game, so they won too. So, but he was a very strong, athletic person. You know, they did a great job at containing our QB. So that's really what I can give to them. You know, but they did help us like set us back. You know, like them winning just gave us a drive. So I appreciate that game, because it made me like hungrier and made me like more. I don't want to be in that position where I want to be the losing team again, basically.
So, are there any offensive linemen you study, like in the NFL?
Yeah, there's a couple, like definitely Trent Williams, John Ogden. My coach put me onto him. Troy Fatu, I don't know his last name.
So
he's really athletic.
What do you think the most important keys are to kind of like maximizing your talent, being the best lineman you can be?
Yes, sir. Maximizing my talent. I think really for me, I need just my mindset and want to be great. Like I can't get comfortable. I realize I can't get lazy. I gotta keep working like throughout the season. Gotta keep focus on the little things. Like my coach talks to me all the time about focus, and your focus has to be you have to have blinders. It's like some phrase about blinders, and like you just have to be focused on that. You have to be focused on all the little details, because if you don't, you'll get distracted in other things, and then that will make you make a mistake or mess up in England.
Move on the recruiting a little bit. Do you even know how many offers you're up to at this point?
I think around 30 something. Yeah, it probably could be more, because there's coaches contacting me, but I need to like call them, or they probably think they've offered me before. But yeah, it's probably around 30 something.
Where are you at? Where are you at with the process? What are your next steps in the recruiting process?
Yes, sir. Right now, I have to develop a system, because you know it's this different being my junior year than it was my senior year. I mean, my sophomore year. Last year, nobody was contacting me right now, so I wasn't even
worried. Now you're getting blown up. Yeah. You don't have time to call everybody back.
Yeah, yes, sir. So I wasn't even worried about phone calls, text messages last year, but this year, it's just all blowing up and stuff. So I'm really right now focusing on trying to talk to everybody, get on the phone, and to see, well, not everybody, to see my good, like the opportunity they have, and to see like my options, you know, because I don't want to miss out on anything. So I'm just developing a system right now. So
you've been on a lot of campuses. getting familiar with this recruiting process, but now it's about to get real for you. It's been fun before. Now it's getting real.
Yes, sir.
What are things you're looking for in school? Have you got to that point that you've been to enough places now that you kind of have a feel for what you're looking for?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a school with a good academic program. You know, I take my education very seriously, and I want to go learn from the best teachers, the best educators and stuff. So definitely education. The type of coaching the program has, you know, I don't want to be coached by someone that does all the yelling and stuff. So that's important to me. School important. Really, those are the main two things that have been on my list: the school, the coaching styles, and the locker room too. You know, seeing how the players I'm going to be with. But I think I'll focus more on that like my senior year, because like some of those kids will be closer to my age.
Right. So on the subject University of Texas, kind of what are your thoughts on Texas right now? I think you've been on campus there 5 times now since they offer you. What are your thoughts on Texas right now?
Oh, it's being Texas, you know, they're still up in my list. You know, there's still coaches texting me every day and things of that nature. So like we're still building a relationship. They're doing great. I have fun every time I go out there. You know, I'm just continuing to build a relationship.
What's impressed you about Texas, or what impresses you about Texas?
Impresses me, the way they get after it. You know, they're serious about. You can tell like by all their coaches, the way they talk about this season, they're serious about what they're doing. You know, they're putting that work in for real, and they're like driven. So that's you don't see a lot of that, like that hard focus driven in a lot of schools. Like you see that in like big like colleges. Like you see that sometimes in colleges, but it's just not the same when it's like the top of the top.
Right. So you have a busy schedule, obviously, but what are some schools you want to get out to during the season and watch play in person?
Yes, sir. I definitely want to go to Michigan versus Texas game.
Are you going to go up there for that?
Yeah, I want to try. I haven't talked to the coach recently about trying to get out there. I need to, because it's getting closer, but I need to talk. I want to go to that game. I want to go to the Georgia versus Texas, and that's in Austin. I think I've already talked to the coaches about going out there. A&M and LSU. And I can't think of anything specifically, any other games. I definitely want to get out to like official. Well, when I get to official visits, I want to go to Oregon. Yeah. I want to go to USC, their coaching staff, and have a good relationship with them. Continue to build a relationship with them.
Let me ask you this: without revealing your list, how many schools are really on that list right now?
How many schools are on that list? Well, I'd like to win, so I take that very important. So it's probably like about 10 schools really that I'm gonna consider because like of that winning aspect. Not saying that team. I'm not gonna consider a school because they had a bad season or anything, but like I'm not gonna go to a school that went 4-9 last year. That's just not. I know myself. That's not me.
Right. All right, that's John Turntine, left tackle, North Crowley, one of the best in the country in 2026. Thanks for joining On Texas Football.
Thank you for having me.